Hey guys, Coffee and Diamonds. I wanted to do a video that helps some of those that were having a hard time closing up the hats that I put a tutorial out for. And I figured if I put the steps on screen while I'm doing it, or explain it while I'm doing it, it would help. There will be some sped up parts and music. I tried to put the notes on the screen. I'm in the process of doing a hat so I can take pictures and steps for a pattern. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Alright guys, so I have my coffee and my knitting. Here we go. So on this hat, I'm on the closing round. I know my last video wasn't the best for closing. And if you're wondering what I'm using, move this to the side. I'm using the Granny Square yarn. This one is Aran Soft Sky, which Aran just means the color of the last row that's supposed to be connecting each granny square, but we're not using it for that. So, and you know, I haven't even tried to make a granny square with these. Not even one. So, yeah. I'd rather make hats for the winter. Alrighty, let's get started. I'm gonna try to pull you down just a little to where it's not too low. Okay. So, there we go. We're at exactly 8 inches now. Brim included. Now we're going to close her up. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is knit 8 stitches. Then we're going to do a knit 2 together. We're going to do that 8 or 9 times depending on how many stitches you have. So let me show you. A little slower this time in this video. You go ahead and slip that one off. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now these 2 stitches here is 8, 9, and 10. We're going to go up under both, like so, and knit them together. Okay. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one wasn't nearly as low. And then 2 together, 9 and 10. So we've decreased twice. I'm going to continue to the end of the round. And then I'll know how many stitches I have. Okay, so now we're going to do just a straight knit row. And that's how our pattern will go from here. We do our decrease row, a knit row, decrease row, knit row. That way our hat doesn't cinch up too fast. So we're going to do our knit row. Okay, so now we're going to do our next decrease, which will be 7 knit stitches and 2 together. So 8 and 9 will be together, like 9 and 10 was on the last row. So what we'll do is continue like this completely through the end of the hat until you either have your last set of knit togethers will be knit 2 together for all the stitches. Okay guys, so we have finished our 5 knit 2 together. Now we're going to move on to a row of knit stitches, and a next row will be 4 and then 2 together. Meet you right back. Okay, so we just finished our knit 4, 2 together. We're going to do another row of just knit stitches, and then we're going to do a knit 3, 2 together. And I feel it getting a little tight on my needles, so I'm actually going to start putting it on the longer needles. So I can do the, I guess they call it the magic loop or something like that. Again, I don't know. So I'm going to go from the metal 5.5s to the bamboo 5.5 because it has a longer cord on it. And we get rid of the other needle. Okay. So now we have stitches on 2 needles. We have this long cord. So the needle that has the yarn coming from it is our back needle. Of course, it will flip-flop every time, but this will make it easier to work our stitches. We're going to pull this needle and it'll put the stitches on that cord, like so. They're just sitting there for us. It's a placeholder. Then we're going to take and start our round. So what I like to do is start my round at my stitch marker here. So we're knitting 1, 2, 3. We've already knitted those, and we're going to do 2 together, because that messes me up sometimes, a lot of the times. Okay, we're going to continue to the end of this needle. It may take you a little bit to get used to having the extra cord, but it'll work itself out in the end. So 1, 2, 3, 2 together is here, and then 1, 2, one more. And 2 together. Okay, so now we only have 2 on this needle, so we're going to go 1, 2, and we're going to load this needle back up. This is our working needle. Sometimes you got to twist them. They get a little snug after being on the cable. So we did 1, 2. We're going to do 1 on this side and then a 2 together. One, 2 together. Three, 2 together. I do find my stitches get a lot tighter when I'm using the magic loop method. So we got 1, 2, 3. So now that we've knitted onto this needle, we're going to reload our front needle again. Okay, and here's our stitch marker. We're going to pop on this one once we load this needle. You can do this with double pointed needles. I just don't have any 5.5s to do it with. So I'm going to slip my stitch, or slip my stitch marker. I'm going to pull my needle, and I'm going to go into my first stitch and knit that. So we're going to knit all the stitches in this row. Our next row is a knit two together. Alright guys, so we are now doing another all knit stitch row, and then we'll do a knit one, two together. Through my stitch marker, guys. So what I'm going to do is probably what I should have done in the first place. If I can find my other stitch markers. There's one. So what I'm going to do is mark what I consider the front right there, which you can do this once you switch to these needles. It's a lot easier. Now we just reload. We don't have to worry about our stitch marker falling off. Okay, so we are on to, what did I say we were on to? One, two together, I think. Yep, I'm pretty sure. And if not, it'll show in the bottom, the rest of the hat. So 1, 2 together. All right, so now we're going to move on to the last knit row, all knit, and then we're going to do knit 2 together for every stitch. Well, and this is where it goes fast, guys. You'll be done before you know it. Okay, here we go. This is our last knitting row. We will do knit 2 together every time, and then we will close her up. I do this row a little tight so I don't have too much perkiness in it or separation. So now we only have 4 stitches. So that lets me know, once I finish this row, how many I started with. If I have 8, I started with 80. If I have 9, I started with 90. Yep, we shall see in just a moment. And our last knit 2 together, so we started with 80 stitches because we have 4 on each side. So we are done with our knitting rows. I do see something I want to fix. If you see right here, I didn't pull straight through all that, the entire stitch. So I want to go back and grab that little piece, pull it over, and slip that back on. Okay, that way I don't have any sticky outies like my last hat. Let me show you what can happen if you don't go back and do that. This is a sticky outie. That's what I call it. That one little piece right here is from me splitting the stitch. So we want to fix our sticky outies. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to grab a darning needle and I shall return. I actually don't see my scissors, so we're going to use some handy dandy nail clippers I keep in my kit because some places you can't have scissors and you still want to knit or something. So, okay, so I'm going to take about that much. Let me show you. Because I like my tails longer because that way I can go around this top a couple times. We're going to grab our needle, thread it. And if you haven't done this before, I mean, I learned it on YouTube. If you hold your thread like this, you come up, not like this, but like this, with the eye facing you, up like that, and pinch it. You'll be able to get it through quicker. But anyway, so now we're going to go through each stitch and take it off the needle knitwise or purlwise. So we've got those 4 on there. We're going to pull it. We're going to flip. Back our needle out so we have a spot to pull them off of. And we're going to knit purlwise these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we are done with this needle right here, and all the knitting's done. So now sewing. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this stitch marker and adjust our hat to where we can see the top. Okay, so if you see, we're going counterclockwise. We need to pick those back up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull that through. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so what I'm going to do is go inside my hat, adjust it, and then I'm going to pull it tight, because if you don't, you get a hole in the top. But anyway, if you want a hole in the top to put a pom-pom in, that's fine. You can do that. So what I'm going to do is actually go over this white one and go down into the hat like this. So over the white stitch and into the hat. Pull it down to where I sort of cover where the stitch is white. You don't have to, but I do. So we're going to flip our hat inside out. Just like that. Make sure you're pulling tight. So we got that. I'm going to come up under this white one. Okay. The whole thing, not splitting it. Like that. So I'm going to go up under that. Then I'm just going to weave in and out of the blue at the top there. Pull tight. Pull tight. Go around a couple times. Then we'll start backtracking. I'm going to go back this way. Just weave it around a couple times. I like to go around the stitches too. Like so. Go in that one. Go around that one. Yeah, if you have a different way you like to weave in your ends, that's fine. You do it your way. I just like to make sure it's really, really weaved in. Okay, so we're done with that. I'm going to clip. Okay. So now our hat is closed. Right there. And then when we pull it out, fix it. It's closed on top too. Okay, so now we're going to weave in this end, which is our tail from our long tail cast on. So what I like to do, not everybody does it, but I do. Some people may. Thread my yarn. And if you see, there's a little missing area right there. So this stitch comes out here. I like to go in this right here for this little stitch. Right there. So that sort of fills that gap there, but we still have a gap here. So I'm going to go up under this one. So I come out of this one, under this one, like this. Then that one. So when we pull tight, we don't have a little jog anymore. That's what they call it, I guess. And then I like to go to the next one on the back and just pull it there. So from there, I will start weaving up the hat and try to stay within the color that I have if I want it to be like reversible. Which sometimes that's not possible, but we're still going to try. came out through that one. I'm going to go back in through this one and mimic the pattern. Okay, so I think that's enough. We're going to clip. And now we have a hat. So yeah, guys. If the extra detail at the end helped, you finish the hat when this one goes along with my other video, so it's easier to close. But anyway, guys, yeah, here we go. So let's see what she measures totally. You know, I thought this was cute, but it's sort of aggravating sometimes because you can't really measure as well. Flatten her out. And we're about 10.5 inches. So, I'm actually going to see if it's about the same length or a little shorter than this hat, or longer. I don't know. Okay. Well, she's about the same length. Well, maybe a little shorter. But she's had time to rest. So, yeah. There we go, guys. 2 hats. So, if you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit the heart button or the like button if you'd like. Sure appreciate it. If you want to see more videos with knitting or crochet or anything like that, go ahead and let me know in the comments. If there's anything you want to see more close up. Yeah. So. Alright, guys. I am going to do I think my next video will be a shop update. So, I'll see you in the next one, but like I say in all my videos, please make sure you tell the people in your life you love them, because you never know if you're ever going to get another chance. Alright, guys. Bye.